Okay, let me share this thought with you. Overteaching, underteaching. For example, I strongly feel that I have a strong tendency, and so do my students, to overteach. I think something that's very common in the industry, an industry norm, is underteaching. And they're both wrong. If I had to make a choice, I certainly would rather have someone overteach than underteach. It's certainly an art to be able to express yourself in less words versus more. Tennis teaching can be a service, it can be a disservice. Someone comes out and they say, gee, I just want a workout. Oh, well, then you can give them a workout. I think that's more for club tennis and more for resort tennis. But when it comes down to developmental tennis, the highest form, the one we're striving for, is our students can self-teach. So coming back to something we said right in the beginning, teaching is information transfer. Many times what happens is paralysis by analysis. People think it's overload. Well, it's too much information. Many times we have to stop and ask the student, is it a comparison? If you've been taking some lessons from someone who underteaches and now you take lessons from someone who overteaches, there's a very strong imbalance. Many times the player's attitude, personality, brain type comes into it, and many times a student can make a mountain out of a molehill. You tell them 2 or 3 things. You can only work on one thing at a time, and improvement takes place in stages. But I think just to stop and reflect, we want to make sure that we're not on the side of underteaching, where we're not giving out information, and we want to make sure that we're not overteaching and trying to be impressive and just talking way too much. But anyway, that's just the point. Stop, evaluate your lessons just like you ask your students to evaluate their play.